Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. To the right side and complete to Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
.43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Here's Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there, because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Now on is the punter long here as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd and 1, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards there on a Washington first. Fitzpatrick now. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Charger football to start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Herbert off of play action. And this one complete to Andre Roberts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
Tackle there by William Jackson, former Bengal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On second down, here's Gibson again. Fighting through. They find some open field here. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And Thomas has it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Fitzpatrick to his tight end Thomas for the Washington first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll run with Gibson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
2nd down and goal. Fitzpatrick to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross there to make the grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
There's Williams. What a catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Herbert back to the air. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and Herbert has it knocked free, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. this was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is up to 8. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On the give, this is Eckler. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would have.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. A beautiful fake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. L.A. readies for its next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They're going to hurry back to the line now. It's Eckler again, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point good by Hopkins, and this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Washington offense going back to work. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And Fitzpatrick's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, not many folks would jump straight to Ryan Fitzpatrick when you talk about strong-arm quarterbacks, but if he's lasted this long, and he has, he's got to be doing something right. Gibson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force?
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Letting one go deep for Roberts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there.
bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score.
Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 73 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Gibson again. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Washington on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 19. Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers down by 12. 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. On second down now, it's Gibson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start.